It's not that I don't want you here. Yeah. It's something about the way you say to my eyes. I know that
My mum's like really English. Like she does tan though. She gets really freckly. That's where I get my freckles from. But like we still burn. Galileo burn. My sister tans, and then I tan well now, but I will burn every now and then.
What does it feel like?
It burns.
Does it?
It burns, yeah. I've had
feel
such
like
bad
I'm really
burns.
hot. Like I don't ever burn or peel, I would say.
Oh, I've had
like
that.
I get like toasty. I can feel like when the sun is too much for my body, and then I just exit and go into the shade. But I've never sat there long enough to burn and peel.
Really? So I used to have, I'd say the past 3 years, it's really weird. My skin's like almost changed where do you know what I do? I do use Factor 50 sun cream, then I put a tanning oil on top, and I now get this like golden colour. But when I just did sun cream, I would burn. Like even if I've sat in there for like three hours in the sun, burn, I'd be like pink, and it'd be really hot. Like you could just put your hand near it, you feel the heat radiating.
Really?
Yeah, and I'd have to after sun aloe vera like all over my body.
Isn't that painful?
Then yeah,
So why'd you
sometimes I
do
couldn't
it?
lie on my back. I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
I've just accidentally sat out in the sun for too long, didn't realise I was burning. And then it will turn to tans, and I'm like, oh, it's not the end of the world.
So you have
'cause
to
it does
burn
tan.
to get through to a tan.
To the tan. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't just go
that's what I
from-
used to have.
You don't just toast slightly until you're brown.
A few years ago, no, it would be burn, then that turns into a tan.
So if
but
you don't
now I
burn-
toast.
If you don't burn, then you don't tan.
This was a few years ago, yeah. But now I tan.
Really?
But yeah, I had to burn to tan. Yeah, but now
That's
I tan.
crazy.
It's really weird.
Have
But
you tried
yeah,
the beer trick?
beer trick?
The beer trick.
No, what's that?
You pour beer all over your body, and then that helps you to get that really beautiful golden tan.
What if I get beer in my vagina?
Then you wash it off. You don't
That's
go
yeast
down there
infection
like
all
that.
over.
No, I mean like just pour it over your shoulders.
Oh, okay.
And like you're not like
Do you have to bathe in it?
I wouldn't say bathe, just like have a little sprinkle shower.
Hang on, beer?
Yeah, as in,
like
like-
Guinness or something?
Yeah, whatever you want.
You
Why
do
not?
this?
Yeah, because you know when
Fuck
brown
off.
beer. Have you never heard of this?
No, I've heard of like
this?
carrot oil.
Okay, carrot oil.
Carrot oil.
Carrots have oils.
Carrot oil, apparently. If you squish it enough, you're getting oil out of that shit.
Really?
Yeah, carrot oil, that's a big thing. That's like a self-tanner almost. Not a self-tanner. You'll put that on and it helps you tan.
I didn't know that, but beer.
Beer?
Yeah, if you put that on, I only knew because I actually saw it somewhere. I can't remember where, but I tried it out when I went on holiday because brown people, when we go brown, we go like a contour shade brown. So like a.
Okay.
I'm being very careful of not using the word dirty because
No.
it is called ashy toned brown. Like it doesn't become like a golden toned brown.
Oh, I didn't
Very
know this.
rarely people who are brown go golden like that.
Wow.
But normally on holiday you get this kind of like very cool toned brown colour and people start making bad jokes about those kind of things.
Oh, no.
And that's a trigger for
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you want to get that golden kind
Yeah.
of you know like how
Yeah, just a glow.
just
like a nice glow.
a golden glow, especially if you're brown, put beer on you and it will help you to go like a really nice golden
Do you
tone.
have a specific brand, Peroni?
No, I don't. I just ask them what they've got and then I pour that over me.
Okay, so how are you pouring this? Are you going la la la, or are you bit in the hand, pat pat?
At first, I started like putting it on my hand and then just like massaging it into my body, and it is honestly the most disgusting thing you'll ever try because.
Oh my god, you'd reek of it. You'd reek of
You
beer.
don't. You stink of it, but then
Smell
it kind
like
of
a
evaporates.
pub.
No, it evaporates.
I'm learning so much. I'm also very confused still.
Yeah, but when I put it on, like I'll pour it on me and then I have to like massage it around.
And
a
is
little
this
bit.
scientifically proven, or you just found it helps you?
I didn't go that far. I just heard someone say it online and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go.
And it worked.
It worked. And my friend is really fair and it worked on her as well. Try it
I
out.
might try
it
this. I'm a bit
out.
scared though, but I actually
Don't
might try
be.
this.
The worst that is going to happen,
Did you smell a beer?
you waste money on a beer. That's it.
True. But also, if I'm hungover, there's no way I'm putting beer on my body. I'll do one sniff, I'll be like... "Bleh, bleh." I just want a tan, but I'm just... "Bleh."
Oh my
Not
god.
having that.
But it does work really, really nicely.
I would say that sounds to me like a bit of a old-fashioned remedy. Don't you think that does sound old-fashioned though? Like that's like what your grandma would be like. Oh, try put some beer on, and
I
it's
see where
gonna
you're coming
tan you.
from. It is kind of similar to that, but I wouldn't say that it's something that is a remedy that has been passed down from my grandma. Can you imagine?
My DIY tanning oil, bit of Guinness, shove it on there. It'd be good as
you know,
new.
I'll tell you why. Because we aren't allowed to go out. Well, we weren't allowed to go out into the sun when we were younger. Because we're not supposed to go brown. We're supposed to stay as light as possible.
Oh my god, I have heard this.
Yeah, so that's why those kind of things
Yeah,
were
we're not a
passed down
thing.
by my grandma.
True, this is a new thing.
It's a new thing. I really like this wave of people really accepting their colour and everything.
Yeah,
It's really, really nice.
totally. You just need to embrace it. It's not like you can change it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You need to embrace it. Like this thing, so I'm naturally very pale,
Yeah.
and no one's ever taken the mick out of me for being pale, but you know, just there's a culture
That's
of
so
white people, you want to
funny.
be tanned.
Okay.
Like most white people want to be tan. They're
Okay.
constantly fake tanning. Like before a night out,
Yeah.
you fake tan. Like it's just the culture.
Before a night out.
Well,
That's
you couldn't do it. You couldn't do
process.
it just before, because obviously you get tan everywhere. But say there's like a big event, like I don't know, there was prom or like a uni ball or just someone's birthday.
Yeah.
The night before, you'd always fake tan.
Would you?
Yes, that you're ready for the next day for the party. So there was that massive. There still is that culture of fake tanning, and I was
That's
sort of
so
like, I don't even want to
wild.
get into it because I don't know. I've seen people that have had really patchy fake tans, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's going to be a whole thing for me to learn it, get it right. If it's patchy, it looks awful. Also, when I was modelling, they were like, you can't change your skin tone, like no fake tan.
Yeah.
When I went on holiday, they
Same
were
with
like,
me.
you
They
can't
wouldn't let
sit
me
in
cut
the
my
sun.
hair. They're
Yeah.
like, you're not allowed to cut or colour your hair. You have to like.
Yeah,
keep
they
everything
said to me,
the
you
same."
can't sit in the sun because you can't burn, like you need to have even skin tone. So I was like, I can't be bothered to try with all the fake tanning.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to embrace being pale. Like, it is what it is now. I get cute freckles. I guess the pale works for my dark hair. It looks good with the red lip.
Yeah.
YOLO. And I just embraced it. I'd say it's only the past year, like this year and last year, that I actually sat out and would tan. Like
Aw.
tan, yeah, because my friends would
Honestly,
do it.
that's
But
more
before I
recent for me as
wouldn't.
well.
Yeah, before I'd just play in the
That's
pool,
so
whatever, and I didn't care
wild.
about tanning. But it's like, it's a lifestyle. For all my friends, it's like, on a holiday, you
Yeah.
sit out in the sun for like your 8 hours.
Yeah.
Tanning time is a must.
Yeah.
And then it always be, oh, how tan do I look? When you get home, like you want to flex your tan, you'll wear white outfits so your tan looks more
That's
tanned.
crazy.
Yeah, and it'll be, oh, you've been on holiday, you look so tanned, or oh, you look stunning, you look so tan. And then like all my friends are like, like I look
That's
tanned.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's like
it's
the
a
complete
massive
opposite
thing.
of us.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to look more pale?
Well, I don't want to, but
No, the culture.
culturally, if you look more pale, then you're seen to be more beautiful. And people get to a point
Wow.
where they use like bleach on their
Oh
body.
my god, yeah, Michael Jackson.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Hee
But it's but it got me thinking about like growing up and how wildly different things were for me
yeah,
compared to
pretty.
how you probably grew up.
Yeah.
Because I grew
Totally.
up without anything, like the internet. I said without anything. I grew up with nothing. No,
Not me.
obviously, like we'd go to school, we'd have no cell phones, no mobiles,
Wow.
nothing. We'd go to class, we'd have a timetable which we would follow. The bell would tell us what time we need to go to our next class. We'd go to the next class and we'd go through. And if you couldn't see your friend at lunchtime, you had to look for them.
That's embarrassing.
You can't just text them. You had to go out and search.
Don't you think that's the ickiest thing? You're in the lunch hall and you've got your plate of food and you can't find your friends. It's actually the most embarrassing thing.
Is it?
And you're just walking around and you're like, I know everyone's looking at me right now, but I can't find my friends, so just don't make eye contact with anyone.
Aw.
And then you're just walking around and then you don't find them and you're like, I'm just going to have to sit here. And then you just sit down and then I would text
Was it
them.
that
I'd be
big?
like, where are you? Yeah, in my year, there must have been like 1,500 people.
1,000 in your year?
Yeah, that's why I asked you how many were in your class.
So 28. So say like there were about 120 in the year for that.
Wait, hang on, wait, I've completely messed that up.
You can't have had 1,000 people
I
in your
told you I'm
year.
bad at maths.
How many people in your class?
30.
Okay, how many classes in a year?
Probably 12.
12 classes in a year?
Yeah. Am I right? Or have I just completely got that wrong? 12 times 30. Oh, 360. Yeah, that makes sense. As if I said there was 1,500 in my year. That's so embarrassing. This is what I'm like. I can't estimate. You know, at school you do maths and they'd be like, oh, do a guesstimate, like a guess
Yeah.
estimate. I can't. I genuinely have no idea. It's
my
either
God.
0 or 100. Like, I've either spent £20 or like 2,000. Like, I can't figure things out like that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said 1,500
That's
and there's
hilarious.
360. So, yeah, there was 360 in my year. But still, the whole school, it was like 1,500.
Okay, that makes sense. I think our school was
Yeah.
around 500-600.
Oh, okay, yeah. But it was just very like, you'd all sit in the same place for lunch. So if I'm looking around, Billy no mates.
But don't you have? Yeah, you didn't hear from your friends until you had to go and find them,
That's
and then you
sad.
didn't hear from your parents all day, and then you'd have to find a meeting spot at the end of the day where you've agreed on at the beginning, and that's where you would meet your parents.
This is what I don't understand. When you didn't have phones,
Yeah.
how did you find people?
What do you mean? How do you find people?
Like, where do you know where to meet?
Like what?
Because I, as I've told you,
What
have
do you
no sense
mean?
of direction. So say I've called up my friend on the old phone.
Yeah.
I've gone, hey bestie, like let's meet up. Oxford Circus outside the Nike store.
Okay. And how are you?
I guess
telling
I've just
her?
told you how to do
Are
it.
you telling?
And
There you
then they're like, cool. Then you get there on the day. One of you's running 10 minutes late. You've
Yeah.
stood outside the Nike store for 10 minutes. You're like, what's happening? Where
Just
are
wait.
they? Panic attack.
Okay, so
where
no.
are they? Where are they? Then me just being stupid. I'd probably start walking around like, where is she? Where is she? Suddenly I don't know where I am. Lost the friend. I'd just have to go home.
Really? Okay, so for us, I didn't really come into central London with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We would just normally stay around each other's houses or like the local town, which was like Guildford for us.
So I guess you just drive to their house, like.
Drive to,
You're
our
not gonna
parents would
lose
drop them
them
off to our
there.
house, or we'd all meet at the station and we would get the train together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
But what if you like went out and then you lost your friend whilst you were out? How do you find them again with no phone?
we wouldn't get lost.
Oh.
I don't know what it's so different. Why it's so different these days?
It's
never
so
used
easy to get lost now.
Yeah.
My friends on a night out, it's like juggling plates. It's like there's toddlers everywhere.
Really?
And I'm like, I'm the babysitter. I'm like, where's she now? Where's she now? Oh, she's over there chatting to this guy. You come over. Right, she's buggered off over there. Like, I'm constantly trying to find my friends.
So when we used to go out with our friends, say like I wanted to meet my friend, I would call up their house phone and I would speak to whoever picked up their house landline
Yeah.
for about 5 minutes. So I got to know their entire family, and then
Landline.
yeah, landline.
What's a landline?
Do you know what a
I don't know
landline-
what that is.
Oh my
But
God,
we
landline.
discontinued ours like 5 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd call up the landline, speak to her mum or dad for about 5 minutes, and then I would
how
arrange a
polite.
time and place. to
You were
meet them.
defo that friend
Yeah.
that all the parents loved.
Yeah, I would say.
I could just tell that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's because you're mature.
Okay.
And like you're just so friendly and polite.
Yeah.
Parents always love the polite friend
Yeah.
and like the mature one that can actually hold a conversation.
Yeah.
But you know when you'd have those friends and they just wouldn't talk to your parents?
Yeah.
I always found that so bizarre because if I brought you to my house,
Yeah.
like you might be 15, 16, but it's still like I expect you to chat to my sister. She's only 5 years older.
Yeah.
Chat to my parents a bit just to like be respectful,
Yeah.
feel welcome, and then we'll go and hang out.
Yeah, of course.
But I'd have some friends that would come and they just would like ignore my parents, and
Would
I'd be
they?
like, yeah, and I'd be like trying to instigate convo. They're just not having it. That's the thing. What from my perspective, a lot of white British people treat their parents is very different to people from different backgrounds.
In what way?
They can be very rude to their parents.
Oh, to their parents.
Yeah, to their own parents. So
Well, I
like
think
very
that's the same across
disrespectful.
Quite a few. I've come across brown people who are disrespectful.
Really?
And brown people are disrespectful to their parents undercover as well. It's only when they get to like a crunch point where they can't handle their stress anymore that
That
they
it's
start yelling.
exploded.
Yeah, they explode.
Yeah, this is more like day-to-day basis. So I've like gone to a friend's house before. Obviously,
Yeah.
she's been lovely to me. We were quite close.
Yeah.
Gone to her house. We like sat in her bedroom. The door's closed. Her mum's come in. She's like, blah, blah, blah. Like, can you keep the door open? Like, just so I can keep an eye on you guys. And then she's like, shut the fuck up, mum.
No.
Stop being
Okay,
a
no,
bitch.
no, no.
Close my door. That's what I'm
Stop
saying.
it.
Stop being a bitch. Close my door.
What would you do? What do you do?
I'm literally sat there like,
And then
I'm literally like, and
I'd
I'm
get
like,
up and leave. Yeah.
but I'm like this.
That's really awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that rude. You don't see that with other cultures, I don't think. That rudeness on a day-to-day. This is
No,
day-to-day
no,
basis.
no.
Then you'd be sat eating dinner, and they're like, "Mum, this food's so shit. Why can't you cook properly?"
People say that.
Yes.
You know, once my brother had a friend who came over and my mum didn't have the time to cook properly, so she just made frozen stuff like a Kiev and some chips. This boy went home to his mum and complained to his mum. She was like, Mrs. Sagu didn't make me like chicken curry today. She made me frozen stuff. I might as well have just stayed at home.
What was the point of me going? Shit dinner. My taste buds weren't working.
But the fact that he used to come over and that was
That was the main event, the food.
One of the main events of him being over. How cute! So here's something wild.
Yeah.
Back in the day, in 2006, I think it was Facebook.
Whoa.
How old are you?
6.
When
Throwback.
Facebook just launched,
Yeah.
I just got to uni. How is that so?
You got to uni in
I was
2006.
at uni in 2006.
What is
Yeah.
our age gap?
What are you, 23?
Pardon.
Pardon you.
Chai cup.
After a night out, we used to come back and upload all the photos that we took.
I was going to ask you about this.
All the photos, it doesn't matter. We didn't edit any of them. And on top of that, you could only upload, maybe 5 or 10 at a time. And imagine it took a couple of minutes per upload. So we sat there, highlighting 5 or 10, uploading it, wait for that to finish. Then highlight another section, upload that. And
Stop.
that's what we would do. And then it would be Night Out at Gatecrasher, 2006, December.
I was going to say, what's the caption?
There was no caption. It was just a date.
Oh, so it's not yeah, you've not even thought of a cute, witty thing. You've literally just said we went out here tonight.
No, and all the
so
photos
fun.
are
I've seen those pictures.
all the photos
Why
were
was there
that.
always a phone party? There were
Oh
always
my
phone
God,
parties,
phone parties, and then there
paint
used to be those
parties.
sumo wrestling parties as well.
What the hell?
Where they'd have bouncy castles and people would have to wear sumo outfits and they'd jump and try and beat each other.
Imagine you're I'm going to the club to wine on gal. No, I'm going to
that was
sumo wrestle.
outside, outdoor party.
And I always saw, for some reason in that age range, you would always do parties where you'd go dressed as a bin bag. Did you have that? I've seen it so much on Facebook.
Bin bag?
So it'd be you'd all wear a bin bag instead of a dress.
No, I don't know that.
I've seen that so many times.
Really?
And it'll be everyone had that Frankie from the Saturdays haircut where it was short and it came over here.
Yeah.
Like a side fringe.
Oh, yeah,
So you do a
the
little
pixie
Justin
haircut.
Bieber flick.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have a camera and you'd take mirror selfies like this. And the flash would go up so bright and you're
You're such a hater!
you're attacking, I hate you.
Oh my God, why do I feel so attacked right now?
So old.
You know, actually, I didn't have that haircut. I really wanted it, but the
Well
lady
done.
who wanted to I wanted to go to, she wasn't available on the day. And then
That
she
was
left.
God giving you a sign.
That was God giving me a sign.
He was do not do this.
and
You're
then
going to regret
she
it.
left. So you know what I did?
Oh, no, you didn't do it yourself.
I did it myself. But you know what? It was I've cut my hair myself so many
That
times.
was not God giving you a sign then.
No, but my haircut was so much nicer than the others.
Oh,
yeah.
slay.
Yeah, it
What's
wasn't.
actually
That was a slay.
What was the words see how I say slay all the time? What was a word that you would always say back then? What was the cool word?
You know, I have to say that I'm not a slang person at all.
Oh, so you're boring.
I'm boring.
You're boring. What's your comeback? I feel like people said dench. Did we say
hench. Yeah, hench was okay, this is coming from somebody who realised that yard meant house last year.
Welcome to the 21st century.
I thought yard meant outside. When my friends would
Oh,
be
the actual yard,
my friends would be I'm in yard. I thought they were sitting out in the back garden. But this time my friend was
Why is this roadman always sat in the garden?
yeah, and so I thought my friend was oh, I'm just at yard, and I was like, but it's raining. Why are you outside? And he was like, you did not just say that. But I have some questions to ask you because I thought maybe, let's see if you know what some of these meant from back
Oh my
in the day.
God, I've got some for you as well.
I
We're so psychic. Okay, go.
Do you know what a Walkman is?
Right, I think I do. I'm actually quite cultured on old people.
Wow!
Isn't a Walkman it was that little thing, it'd pop open, you put your CD in, close it, and then you put your headphones in?
Close.
And then or is it a cassette?
Cassette player.
Cassette.
Well done! That's very good. Do you know what AOL is?
Email.
You do
AOL.com.
know. You do.
I know.
How
I
do
think
you
it's because I have
know
an older
this?
sister, though.
Oh, okay.
She's
okay.
27.
So do you know what AIM is?
Wait, pardon? Did you just have a stroke? Say again? You're
AIM. AIM.
AIM. Is this an abbreviation?
Yeah.
No, what is that?
It's the instant messaging of AOL. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so how AOL was the internet service that you could use to look stuff up and get emails, and then their instant messaging was
almost
AIM. MSN.
Messenger. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
MSN.
Do you know why people would dial *69?
Sounds like a porn site. Soz, hate to break it to you.
So you don't know why people would pick up the phone and be *69?
To find out their horoscope, their astrology, their star sign. You go, Darcy, so when were you born? 2000. Oh, you're Scorpio.
*69 was to return the call of the last person who called you.
Oh,
Because you didn't have
can call them
caller
back.
ID, and if somebody called you, you could do *69.
That's
call them
cool.
back.
Well, there
Yeah.
wasn't a call. There's no call log, is there?
No.
On the old. Is that on
No.
a home phone?
Yeah,
Wow.
on your home phone. Do you know what LimeWire is?
Yes.
Oh,
Transferring music illegal.
it is. Yeah.
You little illegal girl.
I
Yeah,
love
I
how
remember
you're
that.
like so confident on that one.
I definitely used that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I never used it because I was never like, I was too scared that I would
Too
download
scared to get
something. Yeah,
caught.
not even just get caught, but yeah, obviously that. But like,
People definitely sent me like songs on there. But also, I don't know if you had this, but this is such a thing on my age. There would always be, so like everyone would get not everyone, but a lot of people got a Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
That was like the thing at the
Yeah.
time. And someone would always have like an uncle or their dad who's given them like a Nintendo DS game, and it had like 100 games on.
really?
It had like Cooking Mama, Nintendogs, all the Nintendo games.
How?
And I'd be like, how have you got it? And it's only when I got older I realised it was obviously some illegal download
Oh.
where they've got like 100 games on this one thing. And
Do you know what pogs are?
Pogs.
Yeah.
Wellies. I've just guessed that. It sounds like, where are my pogs? It's raining, I need to put my pogs on. Does it sound
Try
like
again.
that?
Pog. P-O-G-S.
Pog. I have no idea.
Pog was a game.
What kind of, like
It
a
was
board
like a
game?
little. No. They were like little discs, like thin little discs, which you used to like tower up on each other, and you had to like hit them. And if they flipped on the other side, then you would win those pogs. And it was like kind of like a trade-off game, kind of like Pokemon.
It's giving like World War games.
Yeah,
to
you know,
pass the
people
time.
used to fall out over this because if you turned their pogs over, you would win those pogs. And then you would fight over it because you'd be like, no, but I thought it was just a game. We were just going to play and then
Do you
get
know
our pogs
what?
back.
I do miss games like this though, because it's
Yeah.
all games that are just on your phone or
On the phone, yeah.
whatever.
Like interactive games with other people. I
Yeah,
miss
like
that
actual
so
face to
much.
face,
Yeah.
elbowing each other out the way,
Yeah.
beefing.
What about if I told you I was going to burn you a CD?
I've actually done this.
Have you?
Yeah, I did this. I'd like go on iTunes,
Yeah.
buy the song,
Yeah.
put the CD in,
Yeah.
burn it.
What does burning a CD mean?
like it like puts the song on the disc.
Okay.
It burns it in, and then I'd listen to it in my little whatever that is.
Discman.
Discman, there you go.
Yeah. What's a dial-up modem?
Dialect.
Dial-up modem.
Dial-up modem. I feel like I've heard my dad say modem. Is it the Wi-Fi box?
Not far.
What is it?
It's the way that internet could be accessed.
Oh.
So you remember that?
That's a mosquito in my room at 3 a.m.
Yeah, so you had to dial up to use the internet. And it was sometimes
That's just
actually
wild to me.
it was on the same line as your phone. So if somebody called your house phone and say like your mum picked up the house phone, you'll cut off the internet. And then you have
Wait,
to
you
dial
couldn't
up
use the phone and the internet at the same
No,
time?
No.
Don't you think
Back
it's
then.
wild that now, like, I'll literally be on FaceTime, also
Yeah.
on Instagram and watching TV?
Yeah. Wild.
But
you struggled.
it scrambled the brain now, though.
So that's why when my parents used to go to sleep, we all used to try and get onto the internet because there was no chance that anyone was going to phone them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
our internet would have been like disrupted. But then we had to like go to bed as well. It was so annoying.
Did you have black and white TV?
No.
I'm joking. Do you remember
Wow.
when TV got colour?
Do you know what? Talking about TV, I was there watching the launch of Channel 5. The launch of Channel 5.
Stop.
I remember that so clearly.
Hasn't been around forever.
No, I can't remember how old I was, but the launch of it, and then when they launched it, like Spice Girls came up.
Oh, I love
It was
that.
so
they knew their
cute.
audience.
Yeah,
they,
they
were
knew it.
ready.
They knew it. Do you know what OHP stands for?
No, something Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
No. I meant to ask you this. What's your do you know your house?
No, I don't. I've
Oh,
never done
for
it before.
God's sake, Sim.
I know. I am such a Harry Potter fan.
Sort
but
it out.
I will
Have you
get to
never done the
sorting out.
test?
No, I've not done the test.
Right, so I've done my test. You need to guess who I am.
Hufflepuff.
Which that's so offensive. Don't talk to me again.
You're not Slytherin.
That is so
sure.
offensive, Sim. Hufflepuff. That's the
Are you
worst
Gryffindor?
house.
Are you? I would never have guessed.
Because I'm just like, everyone loves me. I'm an all-rounder. Like, I can do everything.
That's why I thought you were Hufflepuff.
I love it. Huh?
That's-
Oh, yeah, but they're just boring. Like, yeah, they're goody two-shoes, but they have no
I
personality.
thought you were boring.
So I would... I really wanted to be Ravenclaw because they're just the clever ones. So I was like, it's a cool one to flex. But then I
That's
also...
the next one that I was going to say. but
I
wasn't
low-key
sure.
wanted Slytherin because they're just, like, fun.
No, I don't think you're Slytherin. You're not.
But that's the
sneaky
thing, I'm not. Like,
You're
I can be
not.
sneaky if I need to. Like, I could be rude if I need to, but I'm not generally. I think I am very Gryffindor.
Are you?
Most of my friends are all Slytherins.
Are they?
Yeah, and my
Maybe
boyfriend.
that's a sign.
I was trying to think of what I think you would be. I actually think you'd be Slytherin.
You think so? I thought I would have been Gryffindor.
On the outside, I feel like you're Gryffindor, but I think deep down you're Slytherin. I just think you've got that. There's no rude thing. I just think you've got that like edge, like you've got a little bite to you. Like if someone's gonna be for you, you will bite back. Do you know what I mean? 2 hours back.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! No, going back to OHP. It's got nothing to do with
Okay.
Harry Potter. Okay, I'll give you the full name. Overhead projector.
Oh, a projector. I do know that.
Overhead projector.
They'd hang it on the ceiling. What's funny?
No.
What's funny?
No. Okay, so do you never have those things in assembly where you had that like almost like hospital-looking machine out the front?
Yes.
And you used to have that thing.
Yeah.
And you used to like scan stuff onto the
Yeah,
wall.
I now see them on TikTok because you can watch films on them at home.
On an overhead projector.
Yeah, you can buy a projector now.
You can like a projector, but like overhead projector is basically like what you used to like.
Oh, is
You
there like
had
a big
those
like
sheets.
stick on it and it would like reflect weird?
It would reflect light onto the wall. So whatever you were put onto this like screen,
Yeah.
it would reflect that onto the wall. So back in the days when we had assembly, it wasn't like a projector like how they have them really small.
It was like a piece of paper.
It was like a piece of paper onto this kind of machine, and it used to have this like light thing which would reflect it. And then somebody would be in charge of putting the sheet onto the overhead projector,
and
while
like
we
line it
also-
up.
And no, not just line it up, but sometimes they put it backwards or upside down. And we'll be in the middle of our hymns, like not knowing what the words are. We'll be like,
Can someone fucking change it round, please? So I can't read the
and
lyrics.
nobody would tell them, and they'd just be sitting there looking at everybody, and everyone's just like, "What's going on? What
Oh
are the
my
words?"
god!
But yeah, that's an overhead projector.
Gosh,
What is Delia's catalogue?
what the fuck? I'm guessing it's a clothing catalogue.
Oh, well done!
Is
it's
it?
a catalogue
Like next, like
for
next
the latest
catalogue.
trends for teen fashion. So that's where we used to go and get our inspiration. Of
That's
what to
obviously
wear.
gone out of business.
Oh yeah, they tried to. I think they tried to put it online, but it didn't work because everything else took over. And last one,
Wow. Go.
what did Blockbuster sell?
I do know this because there's one on the corner of my road.
Was there?
Movies.
Very good.
So we had a Blockbuster and we were always late. We never returned in time.
Yeah.
We were always like a week late and we'd have to pay the fine. Like, it was
Oh
like a
my
£10
God.
fine or something.
it was massive.
What a joke. And then that changed. And then we got, do you remember Love Film?
Was that the one that you got the CD and then you had to return it?
Yes.
Okay. I
And
never
that
did
was
it.
before Netflix.
Was it?
So yeah, it was like you would go online, you'd type in the movie you want, and they'd send it to you in the post.
How
You'd
long
watch
was
it, and then you'd
that?
return it.
Yeah,
so
I
long.
do remember
And then
that,
you'd
but I
return
never
it.
tried it.
We used to always do that. We'd be like, "Oh, what film do we want this week?"
Yeah.
I feel like no one has ever done Love Film. I feel like I was the only person. So someone let me know.
Even before all of that, we used to have some auntie like in our community.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah, I feel like I do. So
She used to sit there.
her surname was Netflix.
Her name was, our auntie's name was Fatima,
Okay.
and she used to sit there with her sons, and they used to record all the movies on this Indian cinema channel,
Stop.
and they used to have it on those.
What, with like a camera and they'd sit and film it?
No, not film like that, but like they used to record it on those tapes.
Okay.
What are they called? VHR tapes.
Oh, VHS.
VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And then they used to have them for people to borrow, and they used to cost £1 to borrow.
That's cheap.
I know,
That's a
but
good
back then
deal.
it was expensive.
Wow,
Isn't
that's
that
a little
so cute?
entrepreneur auntie.
I know.
Slay.
I know, but I know some people still do that.
Really?
But not like with
You know, they're
movies.
so strict now on, obviously, I understand why, but you know, like when people used to sit, I remember people used to sit in the cinema with a camcorder and they'd film the film.
How?
Yeah, I saw it so many times. Like they'd just sit
Stop
there brazen,
it. Stop it.
like this, filming a movie. Now, every time I go to view, I go to cinema like once a week. I bloody
Do
love it.
you?
Yeah, me and my boyfriend, it's like our favourite date, going to cinema. Every time.
I can't remember the last time I went to the cinema out of choice and paid for a
Really?
ticket.
The view man comes up and they have these goggles that are like infrared, red light, whatever, I'm
Yeah.
not a scientist, and they come in like twice through the movie and they'll go like this and they look and I think it picks up if someone's filming.
No
Yeah, so they
way.
come in like twice during the movie and they'll do this to look at everyone and then they just leave. But I kept seeing this, I was like, what in the Black Mirror is this? Then I realised they're trying to catch out
That's
pirate
crazy.
filming, yeah.
I've never seen that in my life.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I remember like Toy Story and stuff, people would film it and just put it online.
Would they?
Yeah. So you just done that to me. I'm going to do it back.
Oh my god.
Two
I'm
can play at that
nervous.
game.
I'm nervous.
Right, this is 2023 slang. Let's just clarify that.
Oh no.
I feel like you've been living under a rock.
I have been.
So let's bring you outside of that rock. Also,
go.
this is like mainly South London. It's London.
Okay.
It's very London slang. Like, I can't imagine someone
Well,
from
can I
Manchester
just
saying this.
preface this by saying only the other day I realised what WUUT means.
Silence.
I know. I had to
Tumbleweed.
ask my friend. Like,
That was, can I just tell you, this was back in the day. This is
Yeah.
my day. Did you ever have a BlackBerry?
yeah, I had a BlackBerry.
BlackBerry phone. So that was like, it must have been when I was in year 6, maybe.
Year 6.
Year 6, the BlackBerry
I
was
got
the
a
coolest
BlackBerry.
phone.
I got a BlackBerry when I started working.
So yeah, when I was in year 6, it was like, because suddenly phones were coming out, so everyone wanted the new phone to like look really cool. Everyone wanted a BlackBerry. I wanted it for so long. All my friends had one. I didn't have one for ages. Like, my parents are very like, they're not gonna hop on it straight away. Like, they want me to kind of earn something. Do you know what I mean? They
Okay.
don't just want to give it to me. So whereas a lot of other people just got given. So anyway, I didn't have one for ages, and everyone started joining BBM. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the BlackBerry.
Yeah.
So everyone's chatting on BBM, they're like pinging each other, and I just couldn't be involved. So I was like really upset.
Aw.
Eventually begged my parents, they got me a BlackBerry. I had a really cute white one. It was BlackBerry Curve actually. And I'd
Yeah.
set my like thing to be like, oh, just finished school, like eating some fruit or whatever. And like guys would always try to chat to you. This was like primary school. Everyone flirting with each other. It was like Love Island, but for like
Lol.
12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Anyway, this would be a standard conversation.
Okay.
Hi. WUU2.
Yeah.
NM.
Okay, never mind.
Nothing much.
Oh, I thought it was never mind.
U. Just the letter U.
Yeah.
GD. THX.
GD
Space.
THX.
THX.
Good, thanks.
Good, thanks.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. WBY. What about you?
I thought that was
WB.
Waboo for a while. I was like, what is Waboo? And so I looked up online and I was just like, what is
Waboo.
Waboo?
We'd be like, what about you? It'd be like NM2. Nothing much too.
What a
And then-
conversation!
and
Oh
then
my god!
You'd end
We're
it
on a
with.
board!
You'd end it with KL,
KL, cool.
and then end with kissy face, and then
What's
you'd be
kissy
like,
face?
and then
Yeah.
you'd be like, he's the love of my life. Can't wait to get married. Like, the conversation was just brilliant.
Oh my god! Do you know how
Wife
it
me
was
up
back in
now.
the day when we used to be on like MSN, and we didn't know somebody? We'd be like, hi, ASL, straight in there.
What's ASL? Are you single? Wait, no.
ASL, age, sex, location.
American Sign Language.
Age, sex, location, like age, sex, location, where you from exactly. Then we know the information.
They'd be like, sex,
Okay,
yes.
this is my ASL. This is my ASL question mark. And then
Mate,
they
where's
give-
the romance in that?
There's no romance. It was just like get straight
Just
to
straight
the point.
to it.
Straight to the point.
And this
Are we
is
gonna
why
be
guys are
mates?
like this now. This
What?
just explains Tinder and Hinge culture.
No, it
We've
doesn't,
grown
it
up
doesn't.
saying ASL. Like, come on. Give me something.
It's better than Waboo.
Wobble.
Num.
You too.
That's
Literally.
so different. And that's what you would do, sitting on your phone.
Yeah.
No,
But
but
probably
once
with
you
friends.
got past this ASL, then you'd have the normal conversation. Because
That's the thing, we still didn't have normal convos.
say
just
like
shit
I
that.
spoke to somebody and I was 17 and next man was 32, right? I'd know instantly, okay, he's not my type of friend. She's not my type of friend, she's too young. Stop talking.
Right.
That would be an instant no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes we're not going down that route. That would be like other things,
Yeah, yeah.
but not for me, no.
Okay, so slang quiz.
Yeah.
What does dash mean?
Can you put it in a sentence?
Yeah. Oi, dash me that drink. I
Dash-
don't know why I just put on some South London accent. Dash me that drink.
Dash pass?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like pass it to me.
I thought initially I would have said dash as in like
Run
I don't
quick.
like that. Dash that. I'm
Oh.
gonna move on to the
To be fair, you could do that. You could be like, dash that away from me. I feel it's just context. If you wanted to change,
Okay.
you could be
But
like,
what's the
dash it away
actual
from me.
meaning?
But it's usually pass something to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good
Next
start.
one, good
Okay.
start. You must know this one, otherwise I'll be very disappointed. Peng.
A peng. I've heard this one.
Yeah.
Only because I've been called it and I had to go home and Google it.
Slay.
They're like, you're peng. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I beg your
I'm
pardon.
Penge. I'm from Penge.
No, I'm not. I'm Sim.
I'm not Peng. I'm. You got the wrong girl. What does it mean?
Peng means cute, hot.
Yeah, good looking, fit,
Yeah.
whatever. What
That's
else?
how, you know that guy who came into my DMs who was 18?
Yeah.
That's why. He was like, you're penging that.
Oh, so you're like,
Yeah,
I
by
need to
then I
learn
already
this
knew.
word. Okay, next one is, you're just not even ready for this. Bundeslängers. people at my school would say this. They'd be like, she's a
Bundeslängers.
Bundeslängers.
Is that English?
It's English. I just can't even pull
She's
off
the
the
bee's
accent.
knees.
No, it's
She's-
like more specific about a woman and her body. It's a Bundeslängers. Leggers.
She's got nice legs.
Längers.
Lengers.
So there's two parts to this. You have to know the two
Bundeslängers.
parts. You have to know the two parts to put it together. So Längers comes from Leng,
Leng.
which comes from Peng,
Okay, so hot.
hot.
She's
Do you know what Bunda is?
hot ass.
Correct.
Oh, really?
So
I'm just going with
it's-
batty.
So,
Bunda.
yeah, so she's got a nice bum.
Okay.
It means she's got a big bum, nice bum, blah, blah.
I think I'm a Bundeslingers.
Slays him! I think so too. Bundeslängers all round.
You can't say that about yourself, can you?
I'm such a Bundeslängers. It comes on some German football team called Bundesliga or something like that, and then it's just got, I don't even know, air.
Air.
So they'd be like, she just aired me.
Oh, like ghost.
Yes.
I've
Do you know
heard that
what? I
several
use
times.
it so much. My parents have started using it. And
I
was
think
like,
I learned that from
slay.
Love Island.
oh, okay, yeah. They do say that a lot now. It's kind of just normal.
But you know what's something that I've been saying a lot and my mum has picked up on?
What?
Lol. Like now she doesn't even
Like
laugh at anything.
lol.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like
just
ironic, isn't it?
No, it's not even ironic. When she actually finds something funny, she doesn't laugh anymore. She just says lol.
Really?
Yeah.
So I
But she's
feel
like
like
this little Indian lady. She's like lol.
I love how it's not just lol, it's like lol.
lol.
I feel like I said that ironically. Like, if you tell a joke and it's dead, I'll go lol.
Really?
Yeah, and it's
so
like,
it's sarcastic.
that was dead. Yeah.
Oh my god. No,
But-
I actually find things funny, but I can't laugh out loud because I've got a Punjabi laugh. So
Same with.
I'm like lol. I'm like lol.
Don't you think on text?
Yeah.
So if something's actually funny, I'll be like ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
ha. Or I say I'm dead. Or I send the skull
I send the skull
emojis.
emoji,
Because it's like
yeah.
you've died from laughing.
Yeah.
But if you say lol, like say you've told
Yeah,
a joke
that's
and
not
someone's
funny.
gone lol, that
It's not
means
funny.
that
It's
wasn't
like-
funny.
yeah.
Like you're rude or you're just not funny. Get over yourself. It's offensive. That's quite offensive.
Well,
okay,
you know
next
what? If somebody
one.
texts you, he.
Mhm.
What does that mean?
I do he a lot, but it's like when I'm being cheeky.
Is it?
But it's like also ironic because he naturally is really cringe. So I'm doing
What
it
do you
ironically. So
mean?
I'll say something like, "Oh, do you want to buy me a bubble tea?" He.
Really?
And then it's like that's me being cheeky.
Mine is the kind of like aggressive laugh that you do when you've just cussed somebody like.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't come across. I wouldn't see it as that. I think for that you'd do laughy face,
That's
laughy
why
face,
people-
devil face, devil face.
Oh, is it?
And next one is clarted.
Beg your pardon? What
Clarted.
the clarted are you talking about?
Clarted.
We
Or
just
they
clarted.
They clarted the other day.
They got together.
More.
They kissed.
More. Why are you so censored?
I'm not censored. I'm taking it slowly.
Clarted.
Banged.
Yeah.
Really? Where did that come from?
Intercourse. I don't know, but
Clarted. You know,
I
if
don't
you hadn't given
know.
any context, I would have thought it was something to do with like gas, like farted.
oh, I just clarted. Sorry.
Yeah,
That does sound quite good.
Yeah.
Oh, what about this? 10 toes. So you'd be like, I was doing up 10 toes.
You know, first of all, I have a thing with feet. I just cannot stand them. So if anyone has their feet out in front of me, it's just like,
So don't tell me you're doing up 10 toes.
don't tell me you're doing up 10 toes. Does that
It's
mean you
not
get a
as
pedicure?
specific as that.
You getting a pedicure?
No. Oh, they found the food, so I had to do up 10 toes.
Oh, what context?
Or,
I had to do up
the
10
shop was about to
toes. Get
close, so I
ready?
did up. The bus was coming, so I had to do up 10 toes.
Run, go fast. Hurry up.
Rewind.
Go slow.
Rewind. No, to what you said, you just
Running?
said it. Yeah, running.
Is it?
It's like running really fast. I guess it's like your 10 toes, you're doing them up and then you're suddenly running. I don't know, but it just makes sense.
That's gross.
Do
I've
you
never
find
heard of that before.
Toes that are sickening.
I find feet like possibly,
Disgusting.
honestly, really disgusting. You know, I was
I do
telling
know
one of
what
my
you
friends
mean.
recently that you know when Greggs and Primark did a
Collab
collaboration,
of the Crocs.
and then they had sliders, and then people would wear, and I just saw some really ugly feet in Greggs sliders, and because of that, I can't eat at Greggs. And also, the other thing is, you know, like when people paint their toenails. Two things about toenails I don't like is when people paint them like dark brown, and they look like, and they got like really like chubby toenails, chubby toes, and it looks like little eclairs hanging out of their shoes. And the other thing is, I'm not a fan of like French nails.
Do you know I love that?
No,
French
because
tips.
it just makes me feel like, why do you want your toenails to look longer? Like you don't want them to look like claws. Like
Oh,
Do
I
you know
see
what
what
I
you
mean?
mean. Whereas if
To-
it's a block colour,
just
it
a
looks
block
less
colour,
like a toenail.
It looks more like a toenail. It looks more classy. But like these people who have got like these extended bits of tail.
I don't get getting acrylics on your toenails. I don't get that. A lot of people do that. To be fair, I do get why you do it. Make your toenails all the same shape and stuff. But you wouldn't need to get longer toenails. Why do you
No,
long? You can't fit your
disgusting.
fucking shoes on.
Disgusting.
Imagine trying to put your shoes on with your long acrylic
Oh my
toenails.
God.
And on that bombshell, before you throw up all over the studio. Cheers! Chai cheers!